guys, it's Sam, and today I want to talk about end of the year TBR stress. So this week's Top 5 Wednesday topic is actually the books that we want to get read before the end of the year, but I'm not really doing that topic because I've already talked about my end of the year TBR goals. I do a video on the beginning of the year on my yearly TBR, and then the middle of the year about my end of the year TBR because I break it into two as of this year, and it's worked out way better. So I've talked about that a lot, and also my Tome Topple reading goals are 2 books that are on my end of the year TBR. So I didn't want to be super redundant and just talking about the same books all the time, but I did want to talk about how like this time of year sets in and I feel like we all get a little bit frantic about meeting our reading goals and meeting like our different TBR goals and such. So this year has flown by for me. Like I don't really know where the time has gone. There's been times where I feel like it's dragging and things are never going to happen, and then all of a sudden it's halfway through November and I don't even know what is going on and how it's almost the holidays and like what. But as many of you know, I was in graduate school for the majority of this year. I've been in graduate school for years and I finally graduated in September. So a lot of my reading goals I knew I wasn't going to really complete this year, and I wasn't sure if I was going to get through my yearly TBR goal. Actually, until I looked at my TBR the other day, I thought that I was way behind. I think there's still a potential that I could maybe meet my yearly TBR goals because I have books every year that I put on like a yearly TBR. There's 12 books and I want to read them before the end of the year because these are books that I've been like highly looking forward to for a long time, etc., etc. So I felt like I wasn't really going to get a chance to do that, but I still might. It kind of depends on how I do on Tome Topple, honestly, since 2 of those books are from my yearly TBR. I was feeling like I wasn't going to achieve that and I was a little bit sad, but ultimately I had a really busy year. I was in school, I was in an internship, I was working full-time, I then had a bunch of things as far as like travel, graduation party, I then started a new job, and then I moved, and now I'm finally getting settled again. YALLFest is about to happen this weekend, which it already will have happened by the time that you see this, but I'm about to go for YALLFest, like, and then the holidays, like, it's just really busy, and at this point I've kind of just embraced that. I have met my yearly TBR goal, like, of number of books read, which was 52 books. I decided to just do 1 book a week this year, and I managed to achieve that. But there was a time when I didn't think I was going to because I was reading, like, 2 books a month, maybe. But I was able to achieve my reading goal. But ultimately, at this point, I've gotten to a point in my reading where, like, I know that stuff doesn't matter. It's fun. I like numbers and, like, since I'm a gamer, I feel like I like achieving like challenge goals and stuff like that, but ultimately it's about having fun and not putting pressure on yourself, and I feel like it's good to remind yourself to embrace that at this time of year when everyone's getting frantic about their reading goals and you're feeling like you're running out of time. Those books will still be there next year for you to read. You don't need to read them before the end of December of this year for them to count. But I am already really looking forward to next year and my reading goals. I feel like next year's going to be a really good reading year because I'm just going to have work, which is like, what do you mean? Like, I mean, obviously I'll have like life stuff and whatever, but it's like, I don't know how to even operate at this point under like tremendous amounts of pressure. I mean, I'm going to have, you know, BookNet Fest to plan yet again, and a full-time job that's a lot more intense than my last job was, and a lot of things like that, and also thinking of picking up additional tasks. It's fine. I just really enjoy being busy, apparently. But I've embraced that 2018 was not the year of reading for me. I kind of knew going into it that it wasn't going to be the year of reading for me, and I'm okay with that. And if I don't meet my end of the year reading goals, it's going to be fine, and I'll just reset them for 2019. And like I said, I'm pretty excited for 2019. It's going to be the year that I'm really trying to take down my TBR as much as possible. I managed to still whittle away a little bit at it this year and kind of maintain it. I feel like this year was kind of a maintenance year for me. I did some unhauling and whatever, but ultimately it's kind of stayed about the same. But I feel like next year is when I'll really chip away at things, and I'll actually be able to prioritize a lot of different books that I've wanted to get to for a long time, and maybe I will get through the books on my end of the year TBR. But sadly, a lot of the books on my end of the year TBR are very large, and at this point, post-grad school, I've kind of talked about this, I've just been kind of picking up whatever my heart desires, because for so long in graduate school, I only wanted to read the best books, in my opinion, or the things that I really thought were going to be 5 stars, because if I was reading, I didn't want to be like wasting my reading time. So at this point, I'm not putting any pressure on things I'm reading, and for the most part, I'm actually just picking up books that I have like 0 feelings attached to, where I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this or not, and it's a complete mystery, and it might be crap, but it's okay if it's crap, and yeah, and just like powering through things that way, and I'm kind of embracing that mood reading type feeling instead of just reaching for all the things I've been really excited about, because I feel like for most of the year I put so much pressure on myself to like enjoy all of the things I was reading because you only have so much time to be reading them. So yeah, that is my encouragement to you as the year closes in and we're celebrating the end of the year and all of that stuff, to embrace the fact that you can still do stuff in 2019 and that those books aren't going to go away and it's going to be fine. And if you don't meet your reading goals, that's what the new year's for. And if you do meet your reading goals, cool, and you can still try to achieve some of those things, but just don't get too stressed out if you don't meet your Goodreads goal or if you don't meet your TBR goal. It's going to be fine. Like, this is the year that I've been the most chill about. I'm just like, if it doesn't happen, it's fine. And watch, now I'll be like one book away from it like 2 weeks from the end of December and I'll actually be going frantic because it's achievable. Maybe it's because at this point I feel like it's not achievable at all and that's why I'm so chill. Who knows? Who knows how my brain works? But comment below, let me know if you are feeling the same way about your reading goals and you're being kind of chill about it, or if you're being really anxious about it, or whatever you feel. And let me know if there's any books in particular that are on your end of the year reading list that you really want to get read. So thank you all for watching. I'll see all of you guys soon. Bye!